Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am not here with Geeky Sparkle. She's sitting this video out, so we're going to talk about Space Daddy. Elon Musk, we're going to talk about Twitter, we're going to talk about Ben & Jerry's ice cream and how they are loudly proclaiming that they're going to stop spending any advertising dollars on Twitter, but yet they will not leave the platform. I don't understand this. I don't understand. If Twitter is such a horrible place now because Elon Musk owns it, as they are claiming, why are you using the platform at all? Why don't you just delete your Twitter account? So we're going to talk about this performative act, I think. Maybe they weren't spending any money on Twitter anyway. Wouldn't that be kind of funny? I'd like to see how much money they actually spent on Twitter. Did Ben & Jerry's spend enough money on Twitter to make any kind of a dent into the bottom line? I've never seen any Ben & Jerry's ads on Twitter. Anyway, we're going to talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, you'll get a woohoo if you do. I'm going to have to give you a woohoo because Geeky is not here to give you a woohoo. But yeah, so Ben & Jerry's is, pulling back its spend on Twitter. They're not going to spend ad money on Twitter, and they're claiming that it's because Twitter is a haven for the alt-right and for hate speech. Meanwhile, Twitter is in a bit of controversy right now with the right because they rejected What is a Woman, that documentary from the Daily Wire. They said it was misgendering people or something, so they're not going to run it on the platform. But meanwhile, Ben & Jerry's is saying that they're an alt-right haven and they're full of hate at Twitter. This is actually coming from Pink News. And it's interesting though, because you look at the related articles, and there are several other accounts that have quit Twitter on principle. They're offended by Twitter, so they quit the platform completely. I see a lot of this. Well, we're not going to pay for a blue check, but we're still going to use the platform. We're not going to pay for advertising, but damn it, I guess we have to stay here to fight the Nazis. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, because you have no place else to go. The reason you're still on Twitter is you have no place else to go, right? That's what the problem is. So we're going to talk about this here. Ben & Jerry's cuts ties with Twitter due to rise in hate speech and dangerous Elon Musk. Ice cream brand Ben & Jerry's has ended all paid-for advertising on Twitter due to the alarming rise in hate speech on the platform and called for other companies to do likewise. Again, they just canceled this. They said it misgendered people. They pissed off the Daily Wire. I'm sure there's a lot more to it than that, but I really don't care. One way or the other, I don't really care. I just think it's funny that as they're saying that Twitter is very far right, they're getting in a fight with the Daily Wire. It calls out attacks on people who are black, brown, trans, gay, Jewish, Muslim, women, and people with disabilities, specifically on the Elon Musk-owned platform. We are living in a bizarro world, aren't we? This was unimaginable just 2 years ago. And this is what I wanted to happen. Not the hate speech, not the hate speech. That's not what I'm talking about. What I wanted to happen is I wanted somebody to take Twitter away from activists who had this platform locked down just to watch the ensuing chaos. That's what I wanted. I'm like, I don't care about Twitter. I don't want Twitter. I don't want Twitter. I don't think right-wingers really want Twitter. I think they just want Twitter to go away. And the faster it blows itself up, the better off we'll all be. Humankind will be. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe this is a $44 billion troll. He was going to blow up Twitter, blow it up from within. I don't know. In a statement on the Ben & Jerry's website, the company calls Musk out personally for engaging in dangerous conversations online since his purchase of Twitter in October 2022. He's not allowed to have opinions on the platform he paid $44 billion for. In April of 2023, Twitter dropped its protections for trans people from misgendering and dead naming. Meanwhile, they got rid of What is a Woman. So there we go. Ben & Jerry says the platform no longer aligns with its progressive values. Is Ben & Jerry still progressive? I think they got bought out by some corporation. Was it Unilever? Unilever bought them. I don't know. Is Ben and or Jerry, are they still involved with Ben and Jerry's ice cream? We've watched with great concern the developments at Twitter following Elon Musk's purchase of the social media platform. The brand statement reads, hate speech is up dramatically while content moderation has become all but non-existent. In addition to the changes on the platform that have led to an increase in hate speech, Musk himself has doubled down on dangerous anti-democratic lies and white nationalist hate speech. In the months that followed Elon Musk's Twitter takeover, hate speech on the site rocketed to new highs. Citation, please. This is the New York Times. It rocketed to new highs. Now, basically what happened was it wasn't being overly censored like it was before. I would say Twitter is about where it was 2012-ish or so. The platform has become a threatening and even dangerous space for people from so many backgrounds, including people who are black, brown, trans, gay, women, people with disabilities, Jewish, Muslim, the list goes on. Then why are you still on the platform at all, Ben and Jerry? I'm just saying, if you're gonna make such a big show of pulling your ad dollars, and I'd love to know how much you actually spent on Twitter. If you're gonna make such a big show of it, just leave the platform completely. I would have more respect for you if you just left the platform completely. This is unconscionable. Unconscionable in addition to being plain bad business. The beloved ice cream brand says its decision to stop paying to advertise with the site is taking a stand against these harmful changes. It says other companies should do the same. Twitter must act today to end the extremist and violent content on the platform. Until that happens, Ben & Jerry's will spend no money with Twitter, and we call on all businesses and partners to do the same. In March 2024, it was revealed more than half of Twitter's top 1,000 advertisers had also stopped spending money on the site. Sources from the advertising industry told Vox magazine it had become a free-for-all hellscape. I'm loving it. I mean, I don't like Twitter. I'm going to be honest. I don't like Twitter. I think it attracts the worst people across the board. I think it is a hellscape for sure. But they're basically saying that Twitter has become 4chan. It's a free-for-all hellscape. That's funny. Some estimates suggest Twitter's advertising revenue fell by 89% in the months after Musk took over. Estimates. Citation, please. Twitter charges individuals £115 per year for the Twitter Blue subscription. How dare they? How dare they charge money? So this is their tweet. I don't understand why they had to make such a big deal about it. I mean, this is like everybody moving to Canada, right? Like, you don't want to spend money with Twitter. Fine. You think Twitter is a platform for hate speech? Fine. You do you, boo, right? Whatever. But if you were really a good company, you would leave completely. You're an anti-Semitic company, delete your account. You can always just delete your account if you're opposed to Twitter or stop buying your stuff because your politics years ago. So buy. Ever since they came out as anti-gun, I haven't even thought about buying their overpriced junk. There's no provable proliferation. I've looked into the data supporting this narrative, and it's beyond subjective nitpicking. I stopped buying your product because you're trash, so whatever. It's all hate speech. This is all hate speech against Ben & Jerry's. It's all hate speech. You can add your Twitter account to the flavor graveyard. Good. Conservative Barbie. Stop. Don't come back. Haha, nobody cares. I got you, baby. Hell yeah. I love the joy in this picture. Always on the right side of history. I'll take a pint of hell yeah. Okay, there we go. So again, why are you still on the platform? Is your account still here? Yeah, there it is. So I've noticed a pattern in the last couple months since Elon Musk has taken over Twitter, that a lot of people are stuck with Twitter. They're stuck with it. They have no place else to go. They begrudgingly use the platform. I saw a comic book creator wrestle with whether or not they should get a blue check because they're looking for work and they were afraid that their account wasn't getting seen because they weren't paying for Twitter Blue. And they were like, I hate to do it. But I might have to do it. And I'm like, I guarantee you that person is going to get night letters from their peers. Like, how could you give Elon Musk money? I'm like, how could you use his platform? If he really is that offensive and the site really is that offensive, why the hell are you still here? You're never going to get it back. Nobody on quote unquote your side is going to magically cough up $44 billion and be able to buy it back from Elon Musk. He's not going to give it up. You know, he had a reason for buying it, and it might have been just to watch the world burn. I don't know, you know, because him buying Twitter has set off this huge chain reaction in tech and media. And you can trace it back to him buying Twitter. When he bought Twitter, he tossed a hand grenade into the whole damn system that's been, you know, locked down since like 2014. Right after he came in and started gutting the place, other tech companies looked at that and they're like, oh, hey, you can go in and you can use macroeconomic circumstances or headwinds as a reason to justify you laying people off and just firing people. Hell yeah, sign me up. That's what we're going to do. We're going to fire a bunch of people. And everybody else started tossing their problematic activist employees, and mostly activists, started tossing them overboard. And then we started to see the money start to run out. Then we started to see that digital journalism just started to implode, that people were not trusting digital journals anymore. And Twitter was ground zero for all of this, for cancel culture, for digital journalism, for all of it. And him buying Twitter upset the damn apple cart, for sure. Absolutely positively upset the apple cart. And they're pissed about it. And they're salty about it. But they will not leave. They will not leave the platform because I think they put so much into it. Twitter was theirs, quote unquote, for years. They put so much into it, and there's no way in hell they were just going to walk away from it and let the chuds have it. But I don't think they're going to have a choice. And the thing is there is no viable alternative, you know? I mean, there really isn't anything ready to go to replace Twitter right now. There are a bunch of upstarts that are, you know, coming down the pipeline, but there's nothing the size of Twitter that does what Twitter does as well as Twitter does it. So you're stuck with them. You're stuck with Elon Musk. You don't have to pay him, but you're not going to quit the platform, are you? Because you know you need it. You know you need it. You cannot stand not being plugged in. You can't stand the lack of dopamine. Like, you need to be plugged into Twitter, and you'll be on Twitter every day complaining about Elon Musk just so you get your hit. You might not be paying him, but you're not going to leave. You're not going to leave. So quit posturing, you know. And if you were really serious, Ben and Jerry's, you just effing quit. Just quit. Just go, leave. Nobody cares. You're not even Ben and Jerry anymore. You're just some corporate brand anyway. So I'm going to wrap this one up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Sorry, I yelled loudly.
That's okay. I got the limiter on.
Okay. So
you can tell my
kick setting.
Yeah, you can
Wait,
tell.
really? It automatically limits it when I yell?
It does. When the pitch gets too high, it does. Sometimes if you sound like all robotic, it's because it's bringing the decibels down.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Help support the channel. Go to thereef.support and get early access to podcasts, videos, and other content. That's thereef.support.